Oh, oh, oh my God.
If you're trying to get hold of this stupid grip in a hurry and you accidentally pull the trigger,
Cursed gun images. Those of you who have been on the internet before in the gun space likely know this phenomenon very well. I want to review guns like that as well, but I want to include some realistic, actual prototypes and real guns outside of the Cursed Gun Images subreddit or Cursed Gun Image channels. Okay, I found this. This appears to be the remnants of an AK-74, judging from the muzzle device, and it seems to have been converted to bullpup using the underfolding stock from the AKMS, and has been converted using a PPS-43 magazine well to fire 7.62 Tokarev. I'm not sure if this works. I'm going to assume that it does. It's pretty scary. Obviously, probably not the best ergonomics. That's not a very good stock arrangement. Here, it's just kind of your shoulder up against the receiver, and maybe the stock if you're brave enough. I don't know why you would make such an apparatus, but fair play, I guess. The Norm Gun, as you can see, is a very odd-looking little weapon, and that's kind of bleak. This incredibly strange device, not a big fan of this. I really need to know what the hell is going on here.
It would appear that you require a third party to intervene on your behalf. I will be happy to speak.
Thank you, Mr. Data. Now on to Jonathan. Well, first of all, I just want to say thank you for giving me this opportunity. It's a rarity that I get to do something like this. It's actually the first time that I've got to interview someone with a museum.
no, you're welcome.
I do want to apologize if I'm a little bit unprofessional with this. Like I said, it's literally the first time I've ever done this. But...
It's all right. It's honestly this is, as far as I'm concerned, very informal. Just talking about, I'm fiddling with the gun as we speak. So don't worry about being professional or otherwise. I should say this is only like my second time looking at this thing, so
okay.
You probably know more about this thing than I do at this point.
Actually, I'm not really sure. There's not a whole lot of information available, at least that I could find readily accessible on the internet.
Yeah, probably the first thing I should say, following not knowing very much about it yet, is that there will be stuff guaranteed on this in our archive.
The first thing I'd like to ask about is, do you know why exactly it was made? Like, was it at the request of the SOE, or was it presented to them?
I don't really know as yet, but
Okay.
I'm sure that information is in the archive. I'm going to be digging into this at some point. My speculation is, so SOE had the Well gun, which is their sort of in-house Sten equivalent. What typically happened is that, well, I guess one of two things. They either used one of the in-house design bureaus, essentially, which is similar to the Soviets, really, just less strict, I guess. Headed up by one guy, or sometimes one guy working on it, maybe with one assistant or something. And they threw a lot at the wall to see what would stick in the war, as you know. This, I think, is speculative from Eric Norman, but he was working at one of the SOE stations, I believe.
Okay.
So how formal or otherwise it was, I don't yet know. Not very helpful there.
Well, first of all, it's an open bolt submachine gun, but not only is it open bolt, it's kind of like a pistol. It's like an open slide. So
Yeah.
Was this designed for like only urban combat or something? Because that seems like it would be incredibly susceptible to reliability issues from like mud and grit.
To your point about open actions, the SOE well gun is very open as well, as you will have seen. I don't quite know the logic to that either, to be honest, that these two designs are so happy to be open. Again, I am second guessing here, but at least with this, it's very clear what your ingress of whatever might be. You can see at a glance, like if it's a bad round, you just, immediate action drills and get it out of the way. But you can see what's in the way, unless something has got down in here in this T-shaped track. That would be a showstopper. But even then, with the bolt forward, you can see most of that track. So you could blow dirt out, you can poke it with a stick, you can get a tool in it. So two schools of thought, I guess. Keep it as sealed as possible, like an AR with the dust cover closed, or keep it as open as possible so you can keep it clear of twigs and grass and mud and bits of dead Nazi. I don't know.
Do we know much about Mr. Norman? For example, was he left-handed? Why would he? It's very curious positioning of the grip.
Yeah, so at the moment I don't know anything about him apart from his name, but we should be able to find out a bit more, hopefully, on that. But the answer to the grip is, we know this from looking at the gun. This is a right-handed gun for sure. So it's not evident from the photos, but the way this functions is obviously open bolt blowback, semi-automatic by default. But if you depress what appears to be like a thumb grip safety, but isn't, you depress that deactivates the disconnector and it turns it automatic. So that can only be operated by the right-hand thumb. So this grip is 100% for grasping. And that's why this strap is here, to protect your arm from the hot barrel. So either underhand or more likely actually overhand, you grasp it like this. And that gives you, it's almost like a sort of hasty sling position for a rifle. Pulls it in super tight, so you can't get muzzle rise, it can't swing off to the right.
Here's another thing. While you're holding it like that, I immediately, when I saw it, my first concern was like, how easy would it be for your hand to like ride over? Because it's on the muzzle, it's just off to the side.
Yeah,
and that's a little concerning to me. I know you'd be hard pressed to probably get it in front, but I feel like the gas would still hit you, at least.
I wouldn't like to try it without gloves on, put it that way.
Yeah.
But yeah, the only thing protecting you from muzzle blast is the catch here. So your knuckles are going to be forward of the muzzle. If you're trying to get hold of this stupid grip in a hurry, and you accidentally pull the trigger...
Oh, yeah.
You can just put your fingertip in the way of the muzzle. If this was going to go anywhere, they would need to add a short flash eliminator, as they called them, even though they didn't eliminate the flash. Flash hider is what they really typically were. If it's not apparent from what you can see on this not very good webcam, but this is super crude. The finish is good, but it's, if you look at the checkering on that catch for the buttstock.
Oh yeah, that's hand done, it looks like.
Very hand done. Yeah, it looks like I did that. And of course, everything is very blocky, and they haven't knocked off any of the sharp corners and edges, and so very much a tool room prototype, I guess is what you'd call it, and a super long grip.
Yeah, I noticed that. It's absurdly long. It's like 2 fingers long.
Yeah, it's like CZ Scorpion.
Yeah.
3.
I just want to say thank you again for this interview. It was very helpful. Even though we don't have a lot of primary information about it, it still did get a lot of stuff to me that I didn't know before, and
good. I'm
sure it'll help the viewers with seeing what's going on here.
Yeah, well, I hope I haven't given you too much of an editing headache.
No, you're perfectly fine.
I could definitely have been more concise there.
No, you're good.
Ah, okay. All right, I'm going to catch up with my colleague on that. Good luck with the channel.
Thank you very much.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you to the Royal Armouries team, everyone there. I appreciate the work that you guys do. Thank you to Jonathan. Thank you for allowing this interview to happen. If you guys like the interview with Jonathan and you don't really care about the rest of this video, I completely understand. I'm just some random guy. If you actually want to see more of this interview, I will also be posting the whole entire interview. I will pop a link to it in the description and up here. If that's all you needed, then feel free to go. But if you could, leave a comment, subscribe, or like, you know, all of that shit. Oh my god. Okay, this appears to be a Krinkov kit. No, wait. This is an AKM. This was an AKM kit at some point, and you can see right here they have had a magwell cover put in place. They've replaced the magwell to accept Glock magazines. The bolt has been shortened and a block has been put in place, which is probably the new chamber and trunnion, and they They have made this into a 9mm carbine, still with the full-length AKM barrel, and what looks like a shitty SKS folding stock, and they do have a foregrip. So, honestly, this looks like a scav weapon. Like, genuinely, this actually just looks like a scav weapon. Oh. Oh. Okay, if you're unfamiliar with this and you don't know why I'm reacting in such a negative fashion, this device, this apparatus before you, this was at some point in its life what looks to be very pristine SVT. This is a World War II Russian semi-auto service rifle. They're not the rarest thing in the world, but they are much rarer than other Russian rifles like the Mosin. They did make a lot of them, but this still really, really hurts. This has been turned into a bullpup using an AK, maybe lower receiver even, an AK handguard, and AK trigger group with a bar connecting to the actual trigger, which is back here. And the magazine would go right there. I don't like this, guys. I do not like that at all. This person should be found, and I'm not gonna say what should be done, but okay. So if you guys like this video, seriously do let me know. This is probably the most fun I had making a video, and so if you guys liked it, then perfect. I would love to continue making videos like this in the future. Consider leaving a like, comment, subscribe, hype, whatever. Do all that stuff. Doesn't really matter to me what you do to me, but please go and like support the museum. I'll leave a link to their website, their YouTube channel. You should definitely check those out. If you're in the UK, go there in person. Go see what's going on. Seriously. Thank you so much. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.